Welcome to the Veranda Financing podcast, where we discuss ways to grow your small business through interviews, inspiration, and practical tips. I'm Christine Mills. Before I get started, I just wanted to remind you to please subscribe to the Veranda Financing podcast on iTunes and leave a review. This really helps other entrepreneurs and entrepreneur hopefuls find me. And I really think this podcast is very helpful. So if you can just go over to iTunes and subscribe and just leave a comment, leave a review, and let me know what you think. Today, I am so excited to share with you, I'm celebrating the 20th episode of Veranda Financing Podcast. I am pretty excited about saying that because I was so nervous about starting this podcast. I really was. Unbeknownst to me, I would grow to really enjoy recording and discussing ways you and I could leave our mark on this world through commerce and entrepreneurship. During this process, I've learned so much about the world of podcasting and most importantly, leaning in on the skill set that comes naturally to me. I feel that at times we are so tempted to focus on skills that we are pretty weak at. But over the past 6 months, I've really learned to lean into my strengths and my superpowers. By doing this, I focus on expanding my writing beyond my blog, which is why I have it on verandafinancing.com, but also on LinkedIn. And soon I'll be sharing it on medium.com and looking to partner with other blogs to put my information on there as well. I also have started working on my online course, which will be there to help entrepreneurs write their business plan. You might be wondering, why business plans? Well, I really do believe that business plans are so important. I know a lot of entrepreneurs don't feel like they need them, but I think having a business plan is necessary to help you receive funding that your business deserves. Granted, there are some businesses that you don't necessarily need financing. You could kind of bootstrap your way and reinvest and grow. But I think there are other businesses that you really do need financing. And it may not even be in a way of loans. It could be in a grant. It could be in a pitch competition. It could be an angel investor. So learning how to create a business plan is a necessary skill that you can use for the rest of your life. And I thought, why not? I think with my background in banking, I've seen so many businesses over the years, and I have had to create various business plans for myself. And I thought it'd be a great way for me to teach others how to do this and how to use this skill set over and over again if they choose to be a serial entrepreneur. Teaching and writing has always been my superpowers. I've spoken about superpowers on my blog a couple months ago, and I figured, why not make entrepreneurship more approachable through helping others develop skill sets to help them grow their businesses year over year. I have written and discussed this on the podcast, and topics such as ways to sell your business or how to start your business in less than 1 hour. Another update on this 20th episode is that I'm steadily lining up more interviews. So if you're listening and you really think you have a lot to say and a lot to share that will fit into what I've done so far, please send me an email or a DM on Instagram. I really would appreciate it because I really like that space. In the past, I've enjoyed interviewing Jackie Moselle from Moselle Clothing about her fair trade children's clothing business, as well as Nana Spio-Garbra of Blueprint Africa. I'm looking forward to meeting other change makers and innovators. And again, I think Veranda Financing is much more than just interviewing just a certain type of business. I think that entrepreneurship comes in so many shapes and sizes and forms. So in the future, I would love to interview authors. I love to interview other podcasters. I love to interview influencers, stylists, owners of brick and mortar stores. So many different types of people who really exhibit entrepreneurial thought. So again, if you know anyone or you're that person, please let me know. I'm always on the lookout. And I also want to share with you that 20 episodes in, I can say with certainty that I'm not going anywhere with Veranda Financing podcast. I really think this is a great way to meet like-minded people and to also discuss topics you're very passionate about. Also, I'm a naturally curious person, so this kind of style really suits me well because I'm able to just meet so many different people and interview them and talk to them about things that they do, which I find to be pretty fascinating. So, the major takeaway for this 20th podcast episode is to give it a try. I mean, you may be listening to me right now and you're reluctant to take that first step. And I just want to really encourage you to just do that. Take that first step. It may not be perfect, but still do it. Hey, I still haven't even figured out a lot of the intricacies of podcasting, but I'm still going forward. And I used to be embarrassed about things that I didn't know, but actually, like right now, I'm like, wow, I'm still going forward even in my imperfection. And I think there's a rawness, there's a beauty in imperfection that I think is sometimes lost when we're steadily working behind scenes for years and years for it to be just right. I say to just keep going forward, and imperfection will lead to perfection. And then while you're perfect in one area, you're going to be imperfect in another. And I think that's what makes people attracted to you. I think right now there are people who are listening to me that are like, this is really cool. I mean, she's not perfect, but I like the fact that she's authentic. I like the fact that she's approachable. And then there may be other people who are like, I don't like the fact that she doesn't have an intro yet. But hey, that's coming. And I'm okay with that because I really do believe in my heart of hearts that at episode 300, I'm going to look back at this 20th episode of Veranda Financing and say, wow, I did that. And, I'll probably notice that the rawness of it and like really think it's pretty cool. Don't you do that sometimes? Like you may look back at times in your life where you really didn't know anything at all and you were really just new to it. And you look back at it and you're not ashamed. You have a level of pride that like, wow, you stepped out. So I want to encourage you today that step out in the midst of imperfection because that's where miracles happen. And I think that's where you really find yourself and your meaning and your purpose. So take the leap and you'll figure out as you go. So I really want to thank you again on this 20th episode for joining me. I'm really grateful for you tuning in. And reach out to me on Instagram and let me know that you enjoyed this show or what your thoughts are. And this kind of encouragement goes such a long way. So I really appreciate it. And also subscribe and review us on iTunes so that others can get this free content about entrepreneurship and inspiration to kind of grow their brand, their business, their vision, and pretty much a mark that they're putting on this earth. So again, I'm grateful for you for listening. And here's to many, many more podcast episodes. God bless and have a good day.